What's up guys, Voyage RC here. Just wanted to give you a quick update. I had a little bit of time to do some work on the track. Added a little bit to the section over here that we were doing. Put all this rock here on the outside, and then added some of these planter bricks just to kind of separate the bush here from the track. But when I was running this with the Wraith, it's a really tight turn right here coming off the bridge, and then the way I dug the hole here, it slopes outward, so it kind of catches your front wheels when you're trying to turn and sucks the car outward. So these river rocks, when you kind of butt up against that, help the truck turn a little bit and send it over that way. It's still really tight. I've been trying to test most of these sections with the Wraith in front steer only mode, like it would be on a normal scale crawler, because I do have rear steer option on that. So it's really easy with the Wraith, but a lot of like the axial, like the SCX-10-2s and the new 3 kit probably, they have a really good turning radius for a scale crawler, so I'm sure they would be fine here. And then I think like a TRX-4, you would probably have to lock the front only and leave the rear open. That kind of helps it turn a little bit tighter. So that'd probably be a fine section in here for them. So it's doable. You might have to back up once just to make it. But yeah, it makes it a little bit more challenging. I like the way it looks a little bit better too with the river rock and stuff. So crawls really good. And then the other thing I was able to do was I added all these logs here. So you come up out of the turn here, and then you go over all these logs and then exit towards the end over there. So you just you come out of the underbridge. Sorry, I was getting the neck strap out of the way. At the underbridge, you go up on these logs here, and then the turning radius isn't too sharp, so you can make it pretty good on top of the logs, and then come out. First log, kind of got to hit it right because it's a little narrow. So if you try to avoid this part of the log here that comes up, you end up sliding off, so you kind of got to hit that good. The Wraith on 2.2s hits it fine. I'm hoping like a scale truck and like a 1.9 rig isn't going to get hung up too bad. I think you'll be able to be fine, even if you had to come this way, get up on the log and then turn out. Should be pretty good. But yeah, so we added that all there, so that'll kind of link it into going this way back towards that section. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. Did pick up something that this ramp over here this was the first one I've ever made, and I actually had that at Hobby Action. We were using it as kind of a little demo setup. Didn't really get that much use, but yeah, this was the first one I made, and these are all scraps from, we 3D printed some cones just to put on there, make it look more like a scale course. So I got to take the damaged ones off. I've actually got more of these little cones. That was a little damaged, but something like that, just 3D printed, that we're going to put throughout the course to kind of make it look more like if you went to a competition or something. But yeah, this was the first one I ever. This is actually the same design as the one back up there on the hill. This was the first one I made though, and actually it's better than the other one as far as the amount it flexes when you get up on these logs here. So you get a really good twist on the chassis. I might leave this one here. It's kind of behind the palm tree. Come off of that and then go the under section here and then come out. So it's sitting there because that's where I dropped it when I got back, but kind of like it there, so we'll see how that goes. Funny story, when this was at the shop, I'm not going to say any names, but this one was actually made out of nails because I didn't have any screws. I got some because I ended up having to get screws for these little sections that mounted to the cross beams, but everything else you can see is a nail. So I'm not going to say any names or anything, but I had one of my guys ask me if I just shaved down the heads of the screws. He went and looked at it and he's like, "Oh, that's cool. Did you shave down the heads of the screws to make them flat?" No, those are nails. So, funny story about that one. Anyways, first ramp I ever built, brought it back. So yeah, made some progress. on the course, mainly up here. But sun's starting to go down. You can see it's already down below the fence line. So that being said, I've got some lights on the Wraith. I might wait till the sun sets and it gets a lot darker back here, and then get some night shots for you. So yeah, I want to run the course at night, see how the lights do on the rig. It's got the original OG Wraith had the headlights and the red brake lights, or tail lights. They don't come on with as brakes, but and then I added I had a Vanquish light bar that I put on the roof. So run that on 3S, the light bar, and it puts out pretty good light. So stick around, I'll get some night footage shots of the Wraith running. Deadpool likes to drive at night. So, yeah, stick around, we'll get some night shots for you.